So the other day, my wife and I are driving back from the movies. It's about, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night. It's dark. We're driving on a street near where I live, and my wife says, "Look out!" So what's going on? And right there in front of me is a guy walking down the street, and I didn't see him. I mean, I probably wouldn't have hit him, but he was right there on the side of the road, virtually invisible. Why? Well, he was wearing black pants or dark brown pants. He was wearing a dark gray shirt, and he wasn't wearing anything reflective, and I didn't see him. I'm sure I wouldn't have hit him, but it was certainly a moment that inspired me to talk to you a little bit about this kind of, I call it stupidity, but I guess that's not being very kind. But I'd like to talk to you about this phenomena of people walking down the street in the dark, virtually invisible. And I'd like to also talk to you about the responsibility of the driver to watch out for these people. I'm Peter Miller, Arkansas car and truck accident attorney. When a person walks down the street and they see cars coming, they can see all the cars and they think that they are clearly visible. Lots of times people don't realize that the clothing that they're wearing makes them virtually invisible. And especially when a car is driving down the street at night and there are other cars coming towards him, those lights from the other cars reduces the driver's night vision. If the driver is a little bit older, let's say over 50 or over 60, his night vision or her night vision is going to be reduced anyway. So it makes driving even that little bit more dangerous for that person walking down the street who's not wearing reflective clothing or at least light clothing. So the first lesson to learn here is if you're going to walk down the street, lots of streets, in Little Rock and in a lot of the rural areas in Arkansas don't have any sidewalks. So you don't have a lot of choice of where you're going to walk. But the first rule of thumb is if you're going to walk around at night, wear a white shirt or a light shirt. I mean, how simple is that? Just so that people can see you. If you're a jogger, obviously you should wear reflective something or even blinking lights. I bought my son-in-law some blinking lights just for that reason. But also the driver has some responsibility here. When we drive down the street, we've got to realize that there are some people who are not very conscious about what they're doing. And so we've got to keep a much sharper lookout, especially in areas that we're used to driving on, where we're not paying as close attention as we would in an area which is unknown to us. And especially in areas where there are no sidewalks. So when you're driving, be extra careful at night, be extra careful in areas where there are no sidewalks, and be especially alert for people walking or riding bicycles with no reflectors or jogging wearing dark clothing. I think most of the responsibility goes with the pedestrian. Wear light clothing or wear a white hat. But as a driver, you have to be aware that some people are just not very alert to the dangers that they're placing them in. I hope this information was helpful and useful to you. If it saves one life, I'll have made it had been worth my effort. If you have any questions, give me a call. I'm Peter Miller, Arkansas car and truck accident attorney. I talk to people all the time. I like doing that. So give me a call. My number is 501-374-6300. If you have a legal question, I probably can give you some good advice. And thank you. And have a nice day.